There we go. Okay, so there you go. Our goal is to be able to play the whole thing straight through and have fun with it and sound fluid and not struggle with any notes. So we are really going to tackle this in a very structured way today. Okay, so to start off with, let's do a couple breathing exercises because we want to make sure we have good breathing all the time. Do this with me. Take 2 sips and then do a blow pop, meaning you're going to go and then you're going to put your mouth on your hand like that and blow hard, but don't let it come out like this. And then let it pop. Okay? Here we go. Let's do it together. Do it for real. Okay? Take 2 sips, blow pop. Now I want you to quickly play the first note of Knucklebuster. And I want you to blow it with that amount of pressure, like when you were doing the blow pop. Ready? Okay. So many things that go wrong with especially brass instruments or being kind of flat and out of tune with other instruments. Like, you know, if you're playing out of tune and you're supposed to go... I mean, playing with good air pressure can fix so many things. It can fix being in tune, or it can help, rather. It can cause you to be successful on notes that you're not usually successful on. It can help take you over the hump, because oftentimes what happens is we see something coming, we're nervous about it, so we back off with our breath. Well, when you do that, every brass instrument suffers. Yeah, button pushers, if you're on a flute or a clarinet or a saxophone, you're just button pushers. And I'm a button pusher. I'm a professional saxophone player, so I'm a professional button pusher, I guess. But if you push the button down, that note's probably going to come out. It might not sound good, but on this brass kind of instrument, if you're not using good breath pressure, then your lips aren't going to buzz. And so here we go. Let's jump into the lesson. I see that this is basically 8 measures long, so we're going to do 2 measure segments. Go with me on the first 2 measures. Are you ready? Let's play 1 note at a time. If you don't know what that is, go do the fundamentals pack. Ready? Okay, one more time, 1 note at a time. Ready? Okay, great. Now I want you to count the foods. Pancakes and juices. Ready, go. Pancake, 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 juice, 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 juice. Got it? Now say what you play. Instead of pancake, say ta-ta. Ready, go. Ta 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 ta. Yes, I know the notes are slurred and you wouldn't actually go ta 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 because they're slurred, but it helps you to get the rhythm down. Now play the rhythm on 1 tone. So no slurs. So play that whole rhythm to the first 2 measures on 1 note, the first note. Ready? Do that again, tapping your shoe, rhythm on 1 tone. Ready? All right, great. So we've tricked ourselves into knowing what the notes are, knowing what the rhythm is. Now we just kind of got to put it together. So play the first two measures as written, which just means the way it is. 1 and 2 and 3 and... That feels great. If you're struggling with a couple notes, isolate those two notes and do fast pairs on those two or the notes before it. Okay, now let's do that again. I want you to do it in one breath. 1 and 2 and 3 and... Did you hear me play the wrong note?
I didn't have enough breath pressure going up, so my high note didn't come out.
That happens on a brass instrument. Sometimes when I'm doing these videos, I'm thinking three things at the same time and I forget to use my breath. Which, you know what? That is another reason why I need to do more breath exercises. Okay, go on to measures 3 and 4 now. Same thing. Let's do one note at a time, measures 3 and 4. 2, ready. Oh, did that first note catch you? If you are a trumpet, clarinet, tenor saxophone, bass clarinet, that first note was an F sharp, okay? That is a concert E natural for flute, tuba, trombone, euphonium, mallet players. And if I ever miss an instrument, I don't mean to, it's just, so it's a C sharp for alto and baritone saxophones, French horn, you are B natural. So that note, make sure you play the correct one. One note at a time again, measures 3 and 4. Ready? Great, that was one note at a time. Now let's count the foods. Same rhythm as before. Ready, go. Pancake, 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 juice, juice, hot sauce. Now say what you play. Ta-ta. Ready, go. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Make sure you're tapping your foot the whole time you do these exercises. Now play the rhythm on one tone. Whatever that first note is of the third measure, rhythm on one note. Ready? Okay, we've got the notes, we've got the rhythm. Now let's play it as written. 1 and 2 and ready. Second time. 2, ready. Hey, let's do something real quick. Take the last 4 notes of what you just played. So it's the last note of the third measure. Take those 4 notes and copy me. Ready? Me and then you. Ready? Go. Me. Now you. Now me. Ready? Me. You. Me. Me. You. Oh, my valve is sticking. Look at that. Kingsley didn't oil his valves today. So let me go do that and I'll be right back. Okay, well, I went and got my valve oil, but I thought, well, might as well show you a little trick here. I usually put my valves, I let them hang out like that if you're a brass instrument. I'll just put a couple drops there, like that. Let it kind of drip down in there. Put them all in. I spin them around real fast. Let's get that juice all the way around. Maybe do this. And then go ahead and put them back in the spot, you know. Put them back in. It's a quick way to oil your valves. I don't like taking my valves all the way out and oiling them. It gets oil all over me and all over, you know, my pants. Yeah. So, and by the way, I never think to say this, but you know, as a band teacher, all the time I'm having my students maintain their instruments, cleaning them, washing them out, using for all the brass instruments, giving them a bath, not saxophones, but you want to give them a bath and you want to know how to do it. Don't just do it. Don't just stick your instrument in a bathtub. But you have to use your cleaning supplies, your cleaning kits, and use the snake and get all that gunk out of there. Because I promise you, on the inside of your instrument is residue of acids and bacteria from all the mayonnaise and soda that you've ever eaten and drank. So I've seen so much gross stuff come out of these. Okay, so where were we? Back to measures 3 and 4. Those last 4 notes. Do them again, me then you. Got it? Go. Good. Play it backwards. Go. Go. Yeah, I'm just trying to have fun with it. It's just a way that you might, if you're struggling with those 2 notes or something, no matter where you have a struggle, isolate it and practice like we just did. All right. Okay, now let's do this one more time. Measures 3 and 4 as written. 1 and 2, tapping your shoe. Okay, now let's put the first 4 measures all together in one long phrase. Beginning. 1 and 2 and 3 and... All right. Woo! Go to the next 2 measures. Let's do 1 note at a time. Here we go. Ready? Yeah, let's do 1 note at a time again. Only this time, I want you to be thinking about having gentle C's. No matter what instrument you play, make your fingers relaxed and curled. Ready? Okay, so we've got 1 note at a time down. Now, let's not worry about count the foods because we know it goes pancake, pancake. We know how the rhythm is. It's the same rhythm as the first 4 measures. So now let's jump right to as written. But before we do that, if there's a couple 3 notes that you're struggling with, isolate them, hit pause, isolate them, get them down, and then jump back in. Here's measures 5 and 6 as written. 1 and 2 and 3 and... Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3. Woo! This is getting fun. Next 2 measures. Here we go. 1 note at a time. So we are talking about the first ending. And if you don't know what a first and second ending is, you can see that the bar that goes, there's a line that goes up over these two measures. It means, hey, play those the first time. And then you see the two dots that repeat, go back to the beginning of the song. When you get to these two measures, what we'll call the 7th and 8th measure, when you get there again the second time, don't play them. Skip to the second ending that has the 2 over it with the line over there. So here's the first ending. Here we go. As written. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Again, ready? I played the wrong couple notes there. Let's say it again. 2, ready? Third time. 2, ready? Okay, I needed a drink. Now, let's play the first 8 measures, beginning through the end of the first ending. I want you to do the first 4 measures in one breath. Do the next 4 measures in one breath, but it's okay if something happens and you make a mistake and you take a breath. It's okay, but your goal is to be able to play so fluidly and isolate every little mistake isolate the hard spots, like a note that's hard, or maybe you just keep playing. You're a trumpet, you keep playing a B flat instead of a B natural, or a clarinet player, you keep playing a first finger B flat instead of a B natural. That kind of stuff. Isolate it, fix it, do the hard work, because it makes playing the whole thing easier. Here we go. 1 and 2 and ready. Oh, that's musical. I like that. I like the last measure there. Makes me feel good. Okay, now let's practice the second ending, which looks very much like the first ending. So let's not even really do that. Let's just practice the last 5 notes of the song. Okay? So, and let's do it a little different way. Let's do fast pairs. So I want you to go like this. Last 5 notes. 2 pairs and then a dot. Ready? Go. Again. Go. Again. Go. Yeah. Now, I instinctively kind of slurred. I could have gone. Either way is fine. Okay. Now play the entire second ending slowly in one long breath. 1, 2, 3. How's that feel? You're getting it. You really are. Even if you're making mistakes here and there, mistakes are getting it, because what that gives you is the opportunity to go, okay, I need to work on that. And I can't remember if it was this video or the last one, but remember, when you make a mistake or one's coming, you worry about it the whole time. Then you make the mistake, and then you're like, you stop, or you remember it. It just interrupts. It's like running a race and falling down in the middle of it and getting hurt because you keep tripping over the same crack in the ground again and again. Well, fix the crack. Do the hard work. I mean, if we're going to talk about cracks, fill it with concrete, whatever. Get the crack out of the way so that you never fall again. And what it helps you to do is build belief inside yourself that I can go from start to finish without falling down. And when you can go to start to finish without falling down, you have this internal belief about you that goes, oh yeah, I can do this. And even if you do fall down, you're so motivated, you're so like, I can do this, it doesn't matter. And then it's no longer a mistake, it's just a blip. It doesn't throw you. Because I can play a song, make a mistake, and still have fun and look like this. And others can play the same song, make the same mistake, and feel like that. Okay. All right. So enough of all that. Now, as always, in the end, there's a challenge, to play the entire thing. So, let's do this. I'm going to set my trusty metronome here on, this is 66. Da, 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 da. So this is 66 beats a minute. Everyone use a metronome often. I call it vitamin M. Eat vitamin M every day. Moderato, if you look at the back of your metronome, there's usually markings for tempo. Moderato is like 103 to 120. That would be what the range is. But I don't want to go there. Not in this video. I will do one at the end. We'll do one at 103 beats a minute. But for right now, let's do 66 beats a minute. Da, 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 da. Here we go. The whole song. 1 and 2 and ready. Ooh, my lips are getting tired. How'd that feel? Yeah. Now, let's go on. Now I'm going to pump this metronome up to 103 or 104. This will just be fun. You know what? No matter what speed you can play it along with me just to do it. See if you can hang. See if you can play that fast, okay? I'm going to have to do is take a little 5-minute break here and give my lips a chance to kind of, not be so tired. All right, so stay tuned. I'll be right back. Here we go, 104 beats a minute. Tap in your shoe. Get that inside you, that rhythm. Here we go. The whole way, no stopping, no matter what. 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3. Man, something about that last note for me, just my lips are so tired, it doesn't come out. Wow, look at all that you've accomplished today in this video. You have done you've done one note at a time, count the food, say what you play. We did some fast pairs. Remember, if there's ever a new exercise you want to play, use those things. You can find a piece of music that looks like crazy hard and break it down by using these tools and really start to learn how to play it, okay? Make sure to do the fundamentals pack to learn how to count all these rhythms if you haven't done that already, all right? And until I see you in the next video, stay sharp, everyone. And what I mean by staying sharp is playing every day. Have fun every day. Keep those lips so in shape. I gotta admit here, I play as many instruments as possible for these videos, so I don't play trumpet every day. In fact, I'm not playing a brass instrument very often. So that's why you're seeing me struggle a little bit. I play saxophone professionally, so I'm always in shape for that type of embouchure. But with brass instruments, just by the nature of the job I'm doing here to try to help you to learn rhythms and notes in a new way, and I try to demonstrate on different instruments because I want you to see that. If I could, I would use a French horn, a trombone, a euphonium, baritone, and tuba and play those as well. It's just, that would be a monstrous task for me, and I couldn't fit them all here in my studio. So anyway, Knucklebuster has been fun. Stay sharp, play a lot. I will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.